Welcome back. In this video, we are going to talk about another one of the important concept of data structure, and name of that concept is divide and conquer. Divide and conquer is a strategy, or you can also say that it is an approach to solve a problem. If you have one big problem that you cannot solve it, in that case, divide those problems into subparts. For example, let's say we have a problem and size of that problem, let's say, is n. Okay, then what we are going to do, we are going to divide these problems into subparts. Solve those subproblems one by one, and after solving all those problems, combine it. So you can see that here, this will be our final solution, which will be our problem solved. Now, there is one important point you need to consider here. See, for example, here I have taken, we have taken here n and divide those problems into n parts, correct? N1, N2, N3, and the last is the Nk. Okay. Now, when we are solving this problem N1, N2, and N3 and up to Nk, so it will be in a similar type of problems we are solving, correct? Divide and conquer is a recursive problem solving approach which breaks a problem into smaller subproblems and finally combine the solutions to the subproblem to solve the original problem. What we will do, we will take one more example to understand divide and conquer approach. Okay, for that, in this example, let's say one farmer is there with some sort of a plot of a land. Plots, say I will keep it as length is 400 and width is 240. Now, what farmer wants, he wants to divide this farm into a maximum size of a square plots. So how do we figure out the longest square size we can use for plot of a land? For that, we are going to use divide and conquer strategy. So I have already explained you that divide and conquer algorithms are recursive algorithms. So to solve a recursive problem using divide and conquer, there are two steps. In those two steps we have to cover. First one is the base case. And the second one is divide or decrease your problems until and unless it becomes the base case. Divide or decrease until and unless it becomes the base case. This is two steps is a exactly same step of the recursion that I already covered in this playlist, in the above playlist. So if you haven't watched that one, I will recommend you to watch that one so that you come back here, because divide and conquer, most of the algorithms approach will be solved by recursive only. Now, so we have a farmer which has a length of which has a plot of a land is 400 and width is 240. And what is our task? Our task is to divide this plot of a land into maximum square plot of a size. For that, what we are going to do, we are going to slowly by slowly we are going to solve, and we are going to divide this plot of a land until and unless we reach the base case. So right now, what is the size of this plot of a land? 400 by 240. So this one is 240. Now, if I wanted to make this plot of a land as a square, then I will make it here as a 240. Divide as a 240, and the remaining will be 160. All right. So we got one square. Now, so we divided. Now we have to divide further. So this 160 by 240 we can also design like this. This one will be 160 and this one will be 240. Now, if I wanted to again make it a square, how we are going to do that? Once divided into two parts, 160 by 160, one square, and another one remaining will be 80. Correct? So this part is got covered. Now how much it is remaining 80 length, 160 width. That also I can write like this. Here in this one, I can here this one I changed it to 80 and 160. This portion of the land, this portion of the land I can also design like that. So 80 by 160 now. So if I wanted to again divide this land is as a square size, so 80 by 80. So what I'm going to do, 80 I'm going to do. So what will be the remaining also 80, because 80 plus 80, 160 is there. So this is one square, correct, and this one also one square. So we reached our base case. Now there is nothing left to go furthermore. So 80 is our base case. So we divided and we reached our base case. So this plot of a land will look like this. And the maximum square plot of a land that farmer can divide into 80. Now, up to now, we have seen only designing, and we understood how design and conquer approach we can analyze and solve the problem. Now, the next thing what we are going to do, we are going to see one algorithm. Okay, and in this algorithm, we are going to cover binary search by using divide and conquer. For doing binary search, we need a list of values. So, list of values, let's say 2, 4, 6, 8 and 10. Okay, and the indexing of these values are 0, 1, 2, 3 and 4. Okay, now the first rule of binary search will be the list of values is always in sorted form. If the list of values are not sorted, then binary search won't work. Okay, now let's say the value you wanted search is 4. This is the value that you wanted to search. For that, what we are going to do, we are going to take two variables. One is low and another one is high. In low, we will put the variable of lowest index, that is 0, and in high, highest index, that is 4. Now, we are going to check first if low less than equal to high or not. So 0 less than equal to 4, yes, it is true, 0 is less than equal to 4. In that case, we are going to find the middle value. What is middle? Middle is low plus high by 2. Middle index, we are going to search it here. So 0 plus 4 by 2 is 2. So we found out the 2 index. Now check the 2 index. What is the value? 2 index's value is 6. So our search number is 4, but and currently we are right now at 6. So is 6 is greater than our search number or less than our search number? The answer is 6 is greater than our search number. If 6 is greater than our search number, in that case, what we are going to do, our high is going to change. What will be our new value of high? It will be mid minus 1. Okay, now our new high value is low plus mid high is mid minus 1, and that will be 0 plus 3 by 2, and that will be 1. We will discard, that will be 1.5, but we will discard 0.5, so we will take 1. Correct? Now again we will check here, low less than equal to high. Yes, low less than equal to high. Okay, now check here again. Now mid is 1. So if mid 1 is our required value, what is mid 1? Mid 1 index is 4, and 4 is our required value. So we found our search number. So you saw that how through with the help of a divide and conquer approach, we divided those numbers by half, and through that we found our number. So the thing is, this binary search already I have explained before playlist. Just I have given a little bit of an overview. That's it. Otherwise, all the code and all the description is already provided in the above section. Okay. Okay, if you wanted to see it in a more detail, I will prefer you to see the check in the playlist section, or otherwise what I will do, I will give in a description section. But anyway, in the same playlist it is there. So we have seen how binary approach works. Middle plus low high by 2, every time it will divide whenever our search number is less than the greater number. When greater number, then mid minus 1. If it is mid minus 1, if the search number is less. If the search number is more, then mid plus 1. Okay, that already I have explained in my previous videos. Okay, now what we will do, we'll see just the code of divide and in this binary search. For that, what we will do, we'll go to our Eclipse code. Now here, whatever the things that I have explained, I have done the same thing. Here low equal to 0, high equal to n minus 1. Here you can see that mid equal to low plus high. Okay, and here I am going to iterate everything. One by one I am going to iterate, and every time I am checking if the mid value equal to key. If it is there, then print the value and break. Otherwise check if it is greater than, then mid minus 1. If it is else, mid plus 1, and new middle value found. It is the same thing what I have explained right now. It is just the overview. Main means if you want more detail, that I have already explained. Okay, so with that, this is the end of the video, and again in the next video we are going to cover another one of the important example of divide and conquer approach. So stay tuned and keep watching Adhyan channel.